you doing today? How you be? Welcome to the Wealthy LaLa Show with myself, Laurie Laursen, the Wealthy LaLa. I'm a grandma Lala, loving life at most days. Let's be real here. I have my moments. Life has its moments. And I am wealthy. I am wealthy with love in my life, with so much, with, yeah. So my kind of wealthy, like absolutely money is a part of it. Love to have some cash coming in, playing with it, spending it, being able to love up and share it with others. And my life is that and so much more. So welcome again to the Wealthy LaLa Show with myself, Laurie Laursen. So on Friday's show, it would have been 1:30. So show number 130, I talked about the leveraging the 68 seconds. So if you guys didn't get a chance to listen to that show, I'd really encourage you to listen to it. It's really about inviting yourself to be in the energy of something that you desire for 68 seconds. And when you do that, you actually engage the elementals, the quantum particulates, the universe, God, source. You engage it to assist you in creating that what you desire. So you got to ask, like you really do got to ask. Oh, I wish I could remember. This morning I was watching a webinar with James Van Prague, who is, not sure exactly what his title is. You'd have to Google it, but he's a person who's talked to people that have crossed over. So I guess a medium, but I feel like he's a lot more than that. There's so much more to him anyways. And he was saying something about asking the universe, like it's like you have to ask. So you got to ask if there's something that you actually desire to have. And it could be something as just, not just, but feeling confident within yourself. It could be something, having and receiving more money in your life. It could be, having a difficult coworker and having the inner strength to be around that intensity or that kind of personality and actually stay present with it, to actually know what you require for you to change it to create ease. Sometimes that means saying something. Sometimes it means not saying something. Sometimes it's just changing within yourself. And you guys, I don't know if you know this or not, but when you actually change yourself energetically, you actually change what comes to you. So if you think of it in terms of someone who is like, you've got a victim and a bully. So if you're a victim energy and you're in that victim energy, it's like people that are bullies pick up on that and you wonder why all of a sudden you go somewhere else and there's another bully or someone else who chooses that kind of behavior with you. And you're like, gosh, and it's funny because this is kind of a squirrel on that. But a side note to it is that so often we think, people that are victims, but they're so nice. They're just so nice. Why would someone pick on them? But I wonder if there's something beneath the nice that's energetically, they've got victim going on in their world that creates them being bullied or by people who choose a bullying energy. Now, I know this firsthand, people. I do. Because I have been told I'm a very nice person. You're so kind, Laurie. And it's like, okay, but how come I keep getting this stuff come into my life? What I started to notice for me was that it actually was an energy that I needed to change in my world. That when I changed it, I was able then to see what I needed to do, if anything, with another person or other persons to be able to, create something different for my future. And the thing is, you got to remember too, like if you're, wanting to come from a place of wanting to just wish and hope that these people would be different, it's not going to work. I'm sorry to say, it's really not going to work. I tried that for a really long time. I did a wish and a hope. I'm a nice person. I'm doing the right thing. These people should be nicer to me. They should be kinder to me. They shouldn't ignore me. They should, care for me more. They should, just whatever that is. And what I discovered is that as myself who chooses to continually question, and I want to create greater for myself, I want to be better than I was yesterday, be better than I was an hour ago. That's fun for me. I don't see it as a wrongness. I did for a while because I kept thinking what was wrong with me, that I kept wanting to make things better. And then now I just see it as a capacity and a way that I desire to live my life that's actually really, really entertaining. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't have its moments of challenges, but actually, if you think about it, guys, is there any place on this planet that anything is without challenges? So, you can even choose to have a life where you don't question anything. You don't desire to get greater. You want to just go to your job, come home, play with your kids, go to bed, or watch a movie, drink beer at the bar with your friends, like whatever it is. Don't you notice there's still stuff that comes up? There's still people that come into our faces. There's still situations where you get a rear end, or, with your car, or just whatever, that there's always something that does come up. And what I've noticed for myself is that, when I continue to have the same similar, and I call it energies now, but it can be people, come into my face, come into my situation. I go to a class and there's a person like that. And it's like, God, how come I can't deal with these kind of people? Why do they keep showing up? Like, this is no fun. Go to a family function and it's there. And then you go to work and then it's there. And, going back to this quote that's popping that I have pinned to my wall right now is called by Dr. Joe Dispenza. The quantum field responds not to what we want. It responds to who we're being. And I was so ingrained at times in being a victim that I actually really didn't want to come out of that, to actually see that if I could change myself, that my outer world would actually change. And that was a hard thing, a really hard thing to look at. I was not a fan at first. So if you guys are feeling this too, kind of like, well, Laurie, I'm a nice person and I do the right thing, and I have those people show up in my life. And you're like, well, I don't want to change anything either. I just want them to go away. Hey, I'm with you, sister or brother. I get it. I didn't want to do it either. And what I've noticed is we'll change something when we're ready to change it. When we get sick enough, when we get tired enough, when we get frustrated enough, when we get sad enough. Like, each of us has our point, and only we know what that point is, to then get to that place where we actually desire to change something. So don't actually make yourself wrong. If you do have it in your life and you still want to just keep wishing they'd go away, go for it. I sat there for a really long time until I got tired of it. I mean, I will say that getting sick in my body ended up being a huge motivator, because everything I tried to do the right way wasn't changing it. And it wasn't really until I started to change myself and I started to really look at, what am I being here? What am I doing? And that's not always linear. It's not like, oh, I'm, walking down the street the wrong way. I wish it was as simple as that. You change the way, or I need to have 10 massages or something like that. For some of us, it's homeopathic medicine. Some of us, it's alternative, body work and Reiki and different things like that. And sometimes it's a combination of both. And as with what I've noticed with myself, for me, the meditation, it has been so game-changing that I do not want to miss it. I don't want to miss it, and I won't miss it. And I will make sure that I meditate for myself, pretty much an hour every day. Now that's what works for me. When I first started, I thought that was huge. I thought, God, I don't know how I can do it. Now I'm like, I don't know how I couldn't. It's created so much value. And I really did discover, like I talked about on one of my most just recent shows too, is that the meditation has helped me really get clear on what I would like, where my part in something is, where, I'm being a victim to something and I just don't want to stop being a victim. And then I just get honest with myself. I'm like, whoa, I'm actually really choosing victim here. I don't know if I want to let it go. I really want to be a victim to this person or this circumstance. And what I find is that when we actually just acknowledge it and let ourselves have it, then most of the time we actually desire to change it from that point. But we're not doing it from a have to, and you should let it go, and you should get over it. And I shouldn't be this way. I mean, if that way actually worked, this life would be completely different for most of us, because we're very good at shoulding on ourselves, wouldn't you say? So anyways, yeah, but going back to the 68 seconds, that's one thing I'm actually spending more time in the meditations with. I'm actually, I hope you guys actually got a chance to play with that. So, so what would be an example of something, I love being a contribution to other people, like knowing that my voice, my words, my life experience creates more for someone, in the fact that, not that I need it in a way to go like, wow, then I'm a great person, but because I get that it's part of why I'm here. It's like an acknowledgement that I am on track, I'm on purpose, and it fills me up. It creates greater in my world. It juices my body. I feel energized. I feel alive. And I'm not attached that it has to be thousands of people or something like that. And if it did touch thousands of people, hey, it just warms my heart if I choose something, especially if I've done a good job of stumbling and falling on my face and I learned something really great from it, and someone else goes, wow, you really learned a lot from that. And then it either supports them in not creating the same thing, they create beyond that, or they've gone through a similar thing and it helps them get out of it. I just want people to be happier with themselves and in love with themselves and in love with their life and just enjoying it, enlightening up. That's what I want for, people. So if you guys take something, so what would be something? Okay, well, tonight we're going to tonight we are going to a hockey game, and what we're planning on doing was, sorry, I got distracted there. My phone rang. So is we're going to a hockey game. So I'd imagine the hockey game, and I imagine that, what are some things that are going to be fun about it? And it would be like, imagine, so it's cold. It's going to be cold tonight. So it's going to be like minus 30 or something here Celsius. So I get into the energy of feeling like our car starts really, really good. And, my hubby and I jump in the car, and the drive there is really well. We get there safely to the arena. And then after we're done there, we meet some really fun people, and then even forwarding to the end of the game, not even concluding what happens during the game, but just that we had a really great time. We're leaving the arena. We've had a really great time. We jump in our vehicle. The vehicle starts. We're laughing and having a good time, and we're really happy that we chose it, because we weren't sure if we should, because it was so cold, and you just don't want to get stranded when it's minus 30, minus 35 somewhere. And just playing in the playful energy of allowing that to be created. Now, if you guys sort of tap into that, it feels really fun and playful, and it's like you're looking forward to it. Well, that's the energy that I am inviting into that experience that I'm choosing tonight. So that's an energy, that's something that you can do, like talk yourself um, into your future as though you have it now. And what would that be like for you? So you want to do that with your money, with your body, with your relationships, with, just a day that you have off or a weekend or a vacation. So play with it and see what it creates. So on that note, people, I'm going to let you go. Play with the 68 seconds or 69, oink wink, if that's fun for you too. And have yourself an amazing day. And my website, www.laurielarsen.com. Big hugs to you.